So now let's take a look at a definition of a surface integral of a vector field so we can actually figure out how to compute these guys. Now suppose that F is a vector field. It's a continuous vector field on a region of 3 space that contains a smooth oriented surface S. Now if we define S parametrically as R of UV, for UV in this region that we're going to define as R, then this double integral over the surface of f dot n ds. So this is the amount of the vector field flowing in the direction of the normal vector to the surface over the entire surface. We can reparameterize this and look at it as the double integral over the region of f dot, well, what's this normal vector? It's going to be the partial of r with respect to u cross the partial of r with respect to v divided by the magnitude of the partial of r with respect to u cross the partial of r with respect to v. That's f dot n. And ds, just like we've done before, ds, when we go from the integrating over the surface to integrating over the parameter domain, is the magnitude of the partial of u, the partial of r with respect to u cross the partial of r with respect to v dA. Now obviously these are going to cancel out. What I end up with is this really nice double integral over the region of f dot the partial of r with respect to u cross the partial of r with respect to v dA. Now if these partials are continuous on r, now we need these, we need the partials to be continuous on r, where r is this region that we're integrating over. This is not like R2, R3, it's not necessarily the reals, it's this region that we're talking about. The normal vector is, well, this normal vector here is what I'm talking about, cross v, is non-zero on R, that same region. And the direction of this normal vector is consistent with the orientation of S. So we have an orientable surface to begin with, and the direction of n is consistent with that orientation. So I mean, this is it. This right here is the holy grail, so to speak, in order to calculate the flux integral, the flow of a vector field through a surface or across a surface in the direction of the unit normal vector, or actually any normal vector.